Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Real Cass Perry, and today we are going to be talking about the people on fattok. But first, before I get into that, I want to give a shout out to my 100th subscriber because I appreciate her oh so very much. I do want to give a big shout out and a big thank you oh so very much. I love you so much to @GreasyGirl9386. And I would also love to start this specific video off by saying that now normally I basically just make fun of people in these videos, but today I do want to say that the first person who I'm covering in this video, I don't want to make fun of at all. I am actually extremely happy that I found this person and that they gave me a teeny tiny, the littlest nugget of hope that the body positivity movement is still what it was originally meant to be. So, yeah. This young lady has been making videos for a very long time. Now, she started off as a very big girl, and she lost about 200 pounds, and she has made a giant turn for the better, but then she gained a lot of weight once again. But she is trying to get the weight back off and keep it off. And that is something that I would honestly love to say. I support you fully. You are doing an amazing job. And like she says here, this is literally all just so that she can feel comfortable in her own body and feel like she loves herself. So, good for you. And I am so glad that this wonderful young lady is actually starting to feel like herself again. She is feeling confident again. She is getting herself back to the way that she wants to be. And I could not be more proud of this young lady. Now, this absolutely wonderful young lady's name is Khalilda, or on Instagram is @PrincessPear. And now that I have gotten that out of the way, I have to get into all of the many people in this video that I am not bloody well proud of at all. Because let's be honest here, the body positivity movement was always supposed to be people showing that they love themselves. People showing that they care for themselves and they want to be positive towards themselves. They want to be healthier. They want to be more active, and they want to feel like they are comfortable in their own body no matter what. That is what my idea of the body positivity movement always was. So these ladies have been trying to change everybody's idea of body positivity and turn it into, I don't even know, they've changed it from body positivity to fat acceptance, and I'm sorry, but fat acceptance. I understand being happy with yourself as a bigger person. I used to be a bigger person. I'm still a little bit of a bigger person for my height. We need to understand as the human species that just because somebody says that something's healthy doesn't mean that it is healthy. And the health at every size thing did not help body positivity. Health at every size actually hurt body positivity and created fat acceptance. So, I'm just going to give you guys a tiny bit of education here. When people are morbidly obese, it puts you at a much higher risk of having a lot of different health conditions. Now, keeping this specific fact in mind, let's get into the rest of the video. Why do I feel like I'm going to regret doing this just for my own sanity?
Hey besties, okay. This is your Fat Bay reminder to eat that
Fat
cheeseburger
Bay
at
reminder.
the damn beach. That's right.
Why would you want to eat a cheeseburger at the beach? You're going to get sand in your burger.
Down to the beach and snack your little heart away. I don't care if someone's looking at you. You've got to eat, right?
I
So
don't
do
care
they.
if somebody's looking
Just
at you.
because
You
you're
have to
a
eat.
fat
Why would
babe
you
on the
eat
beach
on the
doesn't mean
beach?
you can't eat. Oh,
I
and don't
hate
eat those
eating on the
blood
beach.
because of
I am sorry,
Ew.
but eating on the
Love
beach
you.
is the worst thing that I can personally possibly imagine. I hate eating on the beach because I am a clumsy bitch and I will get sand in my food. I do not want sand in my food. I have enough issues with food texture, drink texture. Like, I have enough food issues. I don't want to have to add worrying about sand to it. Like, between my allergies and the fact that I can't handle the way that certain things feel, no. No. And I'm sorry, but I am still a big girl. I'm still a slightly larger sized girl. But I used to be a lot bigger. And when I was a lot bigger, I can guarantee to you absolutely right now that I would not have ever worn anything like that outside of my home. Nobody's gonna see me run around looking like that. That's not okay. The fact of the matter is, big girls can't wear bikinis. And would you like to know why? The full reason for that is because you cannot properly cover yourself with a bikini as a big girl. If she opens up her legs, her fahuha's gonna be shining out to the world because, yeah, when you get to be that size, it's not appropriate to wear a bikini. Just because it doesn't even look like she's wearing bottoms. I'm sorry, her butt is going to swallow that bikini bottom. And nobody needs to see anyone half naked, really. Like, I'm not that big and I don't dress like that in public. I don't do it. Like, if there are going to be people around, I don't want people seeing my mustn't touch 'em. I'm sorry, it's not okay. And the fact that these people seem to think that that is something that everybody has to put up with whether they like it or not. Like, we all have to see your ass. No, we don't. I'm sorry, but we don't. I'm not saying that she isn't a pretty lady. Like, obviously, she's a gorgeous woman. But she also obviously has back problems and knee problems and ankle problems because you can't be that size and not be sore. However, I can guarantee she probably has some strong old legs. That bitch gonna be able to crush some skulls like the watermelons. Anyways, next. A large sized person eating.
Oh my god, stop. What are you doing? Eating a taco from Taco Bell. You really shouldn't be eating that.
How many tacos do you have?
Body because why? It's just not good for your health. Okay, so what? You see all these other
To be fair, I am going to say that I am on this person's side for once. I am on Fat Talk side one time for this one.
You're just fat phobic, and any
it is extremely unhealthy to eat Taco Bell. And it does not matter what size you are. Taco Bell is unhealthy. They drown everything in queso. That shit is not even cheese. It's just fake cheese, but it still has all the chemicals in cheese. And cheese is just horrible for you in general. Everything that Taco Bell serves is horrible for you. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I need water! Okay, I got my water. Oh, I needed that. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, just at the end of the day, make sure that you are choosing healthy choices for things to put into your body, unless you are having like one of those moments where you just, you need to get something fast, and yeah. Anyways, we're going to go on to the next video because, yeah, I feel like these people are trying to annoy me now.
If you do not date fat people because you just happen to view fatness as neutral but not be particularly attracted to it, fine. That's a preference. If you don't date fat people because you think being fat means that they are gross, lazy, live an unhealthy lifestyle, or are embarrassing to be seen with in public, that's fatphobic. But to insist your preference is for people who aren't lazy, sloppy, and disgusting and unhealthy, meaning that means you prefer skinny people because all fat people are those other things, that's actually bigoted. That's actually deciding that one group is all the same because of how they look. Hope that makes sense. Have a good day.
No, that does not make sense. As a matter of fact, somebody having dating preferences and preferring to not date you because they are not attracted to you is not fatphobic. I'm sorry, but it's not. And no, having dating preferences and like having a preference in what you are attracted to is not fatphobic. Not being attracted to larger sized people is not fatphobic. However, if somebody looks at you and says that their preference is to not be with somebody who is lazy, gross, and doesn't take care of themselves, and is embarrassing to be seen with in public, you automatically think that they're talking about fat people. Aren't you the fatphobic one? Seriously? You're the one who came to that conclusion. Nobody said, oh, fat people are lazy, they don't take care of themselves, embarrassing to be seen with in public. As a matter of fact, if I'm out in public with a larger sized person, I really don't give a shit if somebody looks and sees me with that person. They're my friend. If you are friends with a larger sized person, you should not be embarrassed to be seen with them in public. If you are dating a larger sized person, you should not be embarrassed to be seen with them in public. Because if you are with that person, then obviously you're not freaking embarrassed about them. You care for them. But if you are trying to say that somebody is fatphobic just because they don't want to date you, and they're saying that all of these things, maybe you are gross. Maybe you don't know how to take care of yourself. If somebody says all of those things and says that that's their dating preference, and your automatic assumption is that they're saying they don't want to date fat people after saying all of that, and you're a larger person, maybe the reason that you're making that assumption is because you're gross. You need to clean. You can't reach your ass to wipe. I'm sorry, but if you need somebody to reach around your body for you so that you could wipe your ass, you've gone a little bit too far. You're probably gonna lose your legs. Like, what? How does any of this make sense to most people? I don't get it. Now, this one I actually had to put in because I was told that it's like a large man in the body positivity thing, and I never see dudes in body positivity.
Absolutely not. Can I ask why?
Chad, you done did it.
Chad, you done did
This
it.
video is quite interesting because they asked this couple, it's the second couple they talked to, about would they date a fat person or not. And this dude comes right out and says the quiet part out loud. He thinks that fat people cannot take care of themselves physically or mentally, basically implying that we are useless, worthless, mentally ill people. And he's not the only gym bro person that has this thought. Because at the end of the day,
Okay.
what these people don't understand is that it's the content between your ears.
There
It's the
is
content
such a
of your
thing
character
as an
that
attractive,
actually makes you
overweight
hot.
person,
And
sir.
this guy,
And
I would
there
guess,
is
probably
also
violent,
the
and he
fact
doesn't handle
that
his feelings very
no,
well.
not every large
He's always
person
trying to do
is
everything done.
mentally ill, and not every large person is incapable of taking care of themselves. However, some are mentally ill. Some are incapable of taking care of themselves. But bro, you got really butthurt there for like no reason. He wasn't talking about you. And why does this man saying that he doesn't want to date fat people? Why is it? Somebody please, once again, tell me why it is that these people get so upset. Specific people in this community, sorry. Somebody please tell me why there are people in this community who get so completely and utterly demolished anytime that any person at all says that they prefer not to date a larger person. Now, I'm sorry. There are so many people in the world who would be perfectly fine with dating larger people, who would actually prefer to date a larger person. So why are you chasing down the people who don't want to date you? There's so many people out there who you are their preference. Why does it matter if you are not somebody else's? Make it make sense. Alright, next.
Here's some shit that fat people hate, part 2.
Oh my gosh. Plastic chairs, plastic pool platters. Oh my gosh. This is literally just turnstiles. Okay, why do y'all hate floaties? Is it because you don't need them? Things over there like, what do I need the inner tube for? I am the inner tube! I'm sorry. Oh, I shouldn't have gone there. That was awful. I'm going to hell for that. But, seriously though, you guys are really that upset because of things that have been there forever and you just grew to a size that made it so that you can't fit there on purpose all on your own? You literally ate yourself to a point where you can not fit through a revolving door, which is quite large, by the way. Turnstiles are like this wide compared to me. So if somebody can't fit through a turnstile, like, you do need to be... Okay, is it bad that I'm actually starting to think that society's putting these things in place, like, in these sizes specifically because... No, I can't say that. But you know what? If you are going to get that big... And the fact of the matter is, every single person who is that big on TikTok got that big either because they have a food addiction or they did it on purpose to be a part of this weird, crazy, fat acceptance community that is trying to tell everybody that it's healthier to be fat. Bite me! What's this? When you're making 6 figures by being a fat bitch online. Oh my freaking god. Just take me out into the backyard and shoot me, please. I'm sorry, but if anybody is actually making 6 freaking figures from doing absolutely nothing but dancing around to other people's music in short shorts with your gut hanging out, you have no accomplishments in life. You're not even using creativity. You're just doing this. What the frig? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but you can't even make up your own dance moves. You're not creative, you're just being chunky. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but... I'm sorry, guys, but if I ever get to a point where I am actually making 6 figures from being an online personality, and I'm doing abso-freaking-lutely nothing, and I'm not even being creative, I'm not being funny, I'm not contributing in any way, shape, or form, I'm not actually adding anything to the conversation, I'm literally just doing this, please kill me. Because I don't deserve to be here, let alone be a creator. If that's what I'm doing. Okay, next one. What is this?
This is your friendly fat reminder to tell you that this right here, actually, it's not called a fupa.
It's not a fupa? What is it?
This is a belly.
Yes, we know it's a belly.
And I'm a big bitch who weighs over 300 pounds, and I happen to have a big belly. And there's nothing wrong with
300
that.
pounds?
There's nothing wrong with being fat.
Okay, so... Gonna be honest here, this lady is absolutely gorgeous. There is nothing wrong with being fat other than the fact that it can make a lot of different health issues so much worse.
I would like to talk very quick about something that
Okay,
annoys
tell me what
me,
annoys you.
and I'm going to call it thin-splaining.
Thin-splaining.
I just kind of,
The
it's
fuck
the
is that?
idea that fat people, like, have no idea how to be thin, and that's why we're fat.
It's not that you
Some
don't
people
have any
are like,
idea how to
that we
be, it's
just
that you don't want to
understand
be.
health,
You would
and that's
prefer
why
to
we are
take
the
the
way
path
that
of
we are.
less
So they wanna
resistance.
add their tips. Saying that it's not appropriate to talk to your loved ones about their body or their weight gain or loss. And some people are like, what if I want to talk to my
It's
partner about it?
completely
Because health risks run in
appropriate
their
to
family.
talk to your partner
It's their
about
family.
their
Who
health.
told you about
You're
the health risks?
incorrect.
Do you think they don't know? Why do you need to talk to them about it? I made a video where I said you can decline getting your weight taken
You
at
should
the
never
doctor's
decline
office, and
getting
so
your
many
weight
people
taken
jump
at the
in to say,
doctor's office.
Unless you have anesthesia, unless you're getting a prescription for medication, unless it's this, unless it's that. And I'm
There
like,
is no unless.
fat
You
people know when
shouldn't
it's medically
decline it.
necessary. Stop.
It's not-
I made a video saying that there are no diseases.
It is always
exclusive to
medically
fat people,
necessary
which
to
there
have
are
your weight.
Absolutely not. And people want to say, it can actually be a risk factor for other diseases. Like we don't already know. People have literally
Right now,
been saying
you
this
are
shit
a
to me
risk
since
factor,
I was
honey. You are a risk
7
factor
years
to me.
old. I know.
You are a risk
I don't
factor
need
to
your
my
help for
sanity
it.
and brain cells. Oh my freaking gosh. Next video, please, my lord, so that we can be done with this, because I am almost so finished with the internet today. Watch me go from thin to obese. Thin to fat to obese. All I seen was a healthy young lady, and then an obese lady, and then the same lady even more obese. Why would you want that? Why would you want to gain that weight? Why would you want to put that type of weight on to a point where you're literally giving yourself health risks? Why do you want to be unhealthy? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Can somebody please explain to me why this is some kind of fad? Because I really don't get it. I want to be able to get it, but I just don't get it. I don't know if I am going to be able to get it. Somebody explain this to me down in the comments, please. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please like the video if you haven't liked the video. And if you dislike the video, you're allowed to dislike the video, but please tell me why you hit dislike down in the comments. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Mwah.